everybody a welcome in. After watching Vanished, the episode about Nicola Bulley and the interview with her partner, Paul Ansell, I am just completely confused and baffled with this case. I have decided to just record his interview, segments in the show, and let's go ahead and have a listen and see how we feel and our thoughts of Paul after we hear what he has to say. And with that, let's get into it. I may actually do this video in 2 parts so that it is not that long. So let's go ahead and jump into what I am going to call a segment 1.
Nikki went missing. This might be a stupid question to start with, but how are you doing? What's life been like for the last 2 weeks?
Hell. I am still here, obviously. My main focus is the children, always has been. So that's my focus that gets me through. But, you know, I think when you're going through something like this, you can't put it into words. I can't say how I'm doing. I can't really explain it because it's not your every day of the thing. You know, nobody knows really anybody who's ever gone through anything like this. Who knows anybody who knows anybody? So it's just an impossible situation for everybody involved.
I think that's the thing, because it's hard to imagine what you're going through. Can you even put it into words for us, the sort of emotions that you're feeling at the moment?
Anger, utter frustration, confusion, disbelief, surrealism. Nothing feels real.
I was going to ask you that. What feels like you're living someone else's life, or how does it feel?
It just doesn't feel real. Yeah, it's in the Truman Show. Well, I feel like I'm in the Truman Show. Like, I honestly believe I'm going to wake up at any moment. Yeah, I was just talking to Louise before, Nikki's sister, and we just say the same thing every day. Just, how are we even in this? We're good people. We are good people. We try to live the best life that we can, do the right thing by everybody. You appreciate the small things. You know what I mean? This is the kind of thing that you see on the telly in dramas and stuff like that.
You said that your main priority was the girls. Can I ask you how they're doing? Because you're missing the woman that you love, but they're missing their mum, and the questions they must be asking you are heartbreaking at the moment.
Yeah, it's impossible. Any parent knows, that all you want to do is make everything better for your children, isn't it? Whenever they're worried or they're scared or anything like that, you want to make it better for them. And I can't do that. So all I can do is be as strong as I can so that they don't see the level of worry on my face. Reassure them as much as I can with what we know, which isn't much, and then I try and distract them, so that their mind's not focused on it. I find that's the best way of doing it.
They need hope,
yeah.
And you've got to hold on to that as tightly as you can. Every time they ask you where mummy is, how does anybody even convey that to when you're going through it as well?
Again, it's just an impossible situation. The only thing that I can do is tell them that everybody is looking for mummy. The best people in the world are looking for mummy. Just to give them that that level of hope that they can understand that everything that can be done to find mummy is being done.
I think for the vast majority of people watching on, Nikki is a face on a poster at the moment. Tell us a bit about her. What's she like?
She is fun. She is loving. She is, if you're friends with her, she is the most loyal friend that you could ever have. You know, with Nikki, what you see is what you get. There's no hidden, nothing's hidden. You know, it's all, that's her. And she is an exceptional mum, and she absolutely, you know, adores our girls. It goes above and beyond. I was saying to Emma the other day, I don't think that she's been away from them, like, for more than like 1 or 2 nights, you know, since you know, we've had, you know, our eldest. And she's a pillar of strength, you know, to our family. And without her, you know, the whole is, you know, bigger than you could possibly imagine.
I really am trying to give Paul, Nicola Bulley's partner, the benefit of the doubt, but I just feel something. Even his mannerisms and his body language, something is just...
Can I ask you to take us back to 2 weeks today? That morning of Friday, the 27th of January.
Yeah.
Was it a normal morning like any other?
Yeah, totally normal. So the only difference that morning was, you know, usually, you know, when you've got children, getting up on a school day, you know, you probably know yourself, it's just mayhem, isn't it?
Yeah, carnage, yeah.
Yeah, absolute carnage. So the only difference on that morning 2 weeks ago was that there wasn't a lot of rushing. I came down and a lot of stuff was already done. It was, you know, the girls were having a breakfast and everything was pretty much ready to go. I came down and Nikki went upstairs to get ready. And then, you know, the routine is basically if Nikki's taking the girls and Willow, when I hear her come down, I'll get them in the car, get them strapped in, get Willow in the boot and all that, and Nikki comes out, give her the keys, and off they go.
It's a well-oiled machine normally, and sometimes you walk the dog and take the kids to school, and on that morning it was Nikki's job.
Yeah, and then if it's my job, usually the roles are reversed. Yeah. So yeah, again, it was just nothing out of the ordinary. Everything was normal, you know. Because my working hours, because I work for a US firm, so my hours are like 6 hours behind UK time. So I don't usually start work till a bit later in the morning. So when Nikki takes the girls to school, I then know that I've got like an hour to myself on that morning when she takes them. So I always quite look forward to that, you know, because I wave them off and then I go in the house and I put the kettle on, make a cup of tea, and I think, right, I've got an hour.
Bit of peace. So at what point are you thinking something's not right here? When did it feel, where's Nikki? At what point did that kick in?
So she's usually back like 9:45 average, 10 o'clock, you know, at a push. So I'd gone up into the office at 10, thinking that she'd be back in a minute. So I logged on. I was just going through some emails and stuff, you know, setting my day up. And it got to say 10:15. And that's when I thought, you know, she's later than usual, but I still wasn't like particularly worried because she has come back at 10:15 sometimes. Like, she might just get talking to Emma or
find
another
a friend
mom.
on a dog walk.
Yeah, or anybody. So, you know, it's not often, but she has got back at about 10:15, 10:20. So again, I wasn't like massively concerned or anything. Then it got to 10:30, and that's when I thought, you know, she's, you know, quite late now, more late than usual. So I tried ringing her phone, and there was no answer. I tried ringing her on WhatsApp, and again there was no answer. So I tried the mobile again, and no answer. So I couldn't get it. I started to get a bit panicky, I think. So that's when I thought, well, I'm going to have to go down there and see if she's all right. You know, see if I can see the car or you know, see what's going on. But I still expected that I'd just get there and just, oh, there she is, you know. So I go to the gym on a Friday lunchtime. So I quickly got my gym stuff on because I just thought, basically, I'm going to go out, find her, come home, do a bit of work.
Carry on,
Yeah, lunchtime, go to the gym. I was going to leave, and then the phone rang, and it was the school.
I find it very strange that he says he has that hour before Nikki would be getting home from dropping the girls off and taking Willow for a walk. And then he has to state that at 10 a.m. exactly, he goes into his office and he starts looking through emails. But at 10:15, it's really strange, and he is going to get ready for the gym because Fridays he goes to the gym. I don't know. Something is just not right. There is a piece of this puzzle I'm missing. Let's continue segment A 3.
Missed at school, and she said, Mr. Ansell is a bit of a weird one. Willow. So it's a bit of a weird one, but we found Willow and Nikki's phone on the bench, and the harness halfway down the embankment on the floor. So,
you're already worried at this point.
Yeah, because I'm just about to leave. So I've got my gym stuff on. I'm about to leave, thinking I'm going to see her, pass her, get there and find her. Then I get that call, and in an instant, it's like your whole...
Of course.
Because I knew straight away that it wasn't normal. You know what I mean? Like, because I said, well, where is she? And they can't find her. So I also know that she would never in a million years leave Willow. Like, Willow is like our third child. So I know, like, she'd never... Like, the fact that Willow's just in the field on her own, off the lead, obviously extremely concerning. So, obviously, just in a mad panic then, because it's... I got hit by that weird... It's like your will just drops out because you know something's weird has happened. So I got in the car, drove down there, ran down the river to where the bench is. Somebody had Willow, and obviously there was a few of the dog walkers there and stuff like that. Handed me Willow, handed me Nikki's phone. I still expected, obviously, to just have a look around and, well, there she is, or there she is. So, we're all looking. I'm like walking off into the field that way, like looking around the corners, looking over the hedge, looking over the stile, and, nothing. But I'd rung 999 on the way, because I obviously knew something was wrong. So the police rang me then, while I was at the bench, and said, look, you've got to get home, because the police are going to be coming to your house. We need somebody at your house. You get home, the police are on the way there. So I'd rung the police at about 10 to 11, and they were there. Like, they got there at 25 past, so they were there, really, really quick. So I then, I'd gone home then, taken Willow back. Police officer would come to the house, and although I was obviously extremely worried and concerned, I still expected at any second she'd just go, "Oh, we found her, we've found her here," or whatever. And that, that never happened. Like, that was just the day. Then just spiraled, and end of the day came, and no answers. Here we are, 2 weeks later.
At 10:15, he starts to panic. The phone rings. It's the school. They have her phone. They have Willow, and the lead is halfway down the embankment, but he calls the police on the way. What am I missing? Something is off. If she didn't go in the river, where is she? And nothing makes sense. This will be continued, but with that, it is a wrap. Everyone, I thank you for coming in. Please make sure you click that like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications, so you do not miss the next time we drop a video or go live. Everyone, have a good day or good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.